Libra. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Libra-licious, my cutie patootie. Happy birthday to you. Welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy. How you doing, my cutie patootie? Looking all this so good. So dear Libra, today I'm going to be doing your reading from September 29th to October 5th. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent, past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all the cards and get some final advice for you. Now, dear Libra, I want to say happiest birthday and I wish you all the best. You know, I greatly appreciate you. My Mars is in Libra, so partially happy birthday to my Mars in Libra too. Now, I hope that you've been doing well and having a good time. Also, I want to say that you all know I came back from the Dr. Joe Dispenza's retreat. It was so good. Tell me about it. It was really, really good. And I just feel so great. I might talk about that at the end of the video, but let's talk about you right now and see what's going on. Who's going to blow the cake for you? I'll blow your cake with the Ace of Wands. No Libra tarot reading without an Ace of Wands. So your challenge. Oh, this is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. The Justice is literally Libra. You cannot be for real. This is insane. Ace of Wands together. We're seeking some justice for that Ace of Wands. Someone is seeking justice for that Ace of Wands. Libra, this could not be any more accurate. I just love this, okay, for you. Justice in tarot is the card of Libra. So this is your challenge. We're going to talk about this. This is going to get interesting. So at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Wands followed by the Sun, Leo energy, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so Libra, your challenge is you, honey. Bro, some sassy shit. Now, with the Justice here being your challenge, Libra, this is about you really in your birthday season, stepping up the plate, deciding, making a major decision. What do you want in a relationship with a specific person? You are becoming very clear. And I see here you going back and forth with the Two of Pentacles, weighing your options down, hot and cold. You might have dealt with somebody that was very hot and cold with you. And that's why in the present moment, you're really trying to make a firm decision on what you want to do with this specific person. We are going to clarify this and get some more information shortly. So in the recent past, dear Libra, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Eight of Wands. So in the recent past, I see here you entering into a relationship with the person, and there was an offer, there was a brand new beginning here, possibly Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. I do see here a lot of chatting, communication, back and forth, talking, you know, just having a good time. For some of you, maybe this was a connection that you felt a little bit rushed into, like you went into it too quickly. We're going to clarify this in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. So in the present moment, I feel like that there is something about your stability that you're really trying to maintain, and you go back and forth in regards to a specific person. There might be some sort of an unresolved conflict, unfinished conversation that has happened between you and someone else with the Five of Swords. And you kind of go back and forth. You know, this is a situation that might have also affected your stability on many levels. We're going to get back to this and clarify shortly. Now, in the near future, you have the lovely Ace of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. So in the near future, I do see here an offer coming in your way. Somebody here is going to make an offer, and I'm also getting here with the Six of Pentacles. For many of you, you want to make sure that this is an equal give and take exchange energy that's going to happen between you and your person. Now, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Wands. It's you know, you've been through a lot. I get it, and we're in number 9. Like September is the 9th month, right? So you know, there is a major closure that you're having. Like you're just closing this chapter of just feeling sad and feeling bad. You want a lot of happiness. You could also be dealing with the Leo here, and maybe a Leo did some things to you that really hurt you at a very deep level. And I think that you are also becoming very clear on what you want to address when it comes to this person, when you get a chance to have a conversation with them. So let's get into your reading and let's get some more clarification. This is going to get really interesting. So let's clarify the justice for you, dear Libra, and see what is it that's going on for you. Justice is you. So you're becoming very clear. You're seeking equality. You're a very altruistic sign. You don't want no conflict. You don't want no problem and things like that. Honestly, I just got to say this. Speaking of you, Libra, I have been like, sometimes it just shows up. Cardi B, I love Cardi B. She's a Libra and she has no filters. She has no secrets. The way that she talks about and her sense of humor is literally top notch. I like Cardi B a lot. She's funny. Okay, maybe she'll watch me one day. I don't know. Let's see. So Libra, justice. Your challenge is clarified by the Page of Swords, Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. When it comes to love, and you have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck, could be dealing with a Virgo. Okay, someone here has been quite slow moving towards you, or maybe not moving towards you at all. And I think that what you really want is you wanna make a decision. You see the Page of Swords here is Libra energy, right? The Swords represents air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and there is another sword in your hand, right? You're all about justice. You're all about making things fair and equal. So I think that in the present moment, your main decision here has to do a lot with wanting to make sure that if you're ever going to be in a relationship with someone specific, with this person, things are going to be on fair basis, okay? I feel like that also a lot of you are really holding yourself at a higher, what's the word for that? You're respecting yourself more. You know what I mean? You're loving yourself more because the Ace of Cups here talks about an offer of love. So you're basically asking yourself, literally 11:11 on my timer right now in front of me. 11:11 could be something very significant. So a lot of you are definitely asking yourself this question: if I'm going to offer my love to someone, if I'm going to offer my heart and myself, is this worth it? Is this something that is this person someone that I see being with long term? Because I feel like in the recent past, you might have rushed into, getting into a relationship very quickly. Things escalated very fast, but I think that you have learned a major lesson here. And when it comes to trust, you're someone that you want to make sure that you're trusting your heart to someone who can actually handle that. Okay, so your challenge here, especially in your birthday season, with the justice, this is about you really being very decisive and very firm. And I know that Libra, you are someone that, you always take a look into a situation from all angles before you finalize your decision. You don't rush into making judgments about people. You're very non-judgmental. You're very open-minded sign. I think that the time has come for you really to stand on your ground and make a decision, especially in your birthday season. Do you want to be with this person permanently or no? You got to let go of them or no? So in the recent past, let's talk about the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, there was a new offer that came into you. Now, Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Judgment, and the Two of Swords. So, a lot of you, I feel like that we're dealing with the person that the offer was there, the connection was there, but also there was a lot of uncertainty. The uncertainty here is the Two of Swords, and then you see there is the Ten of Cups, right? Family, in regards to, and the Judgment in the middle. You might have had a realization in the middle of this relationship or at a certain point during this relationship, if this is somebody that you truly want to be with, if this is someone that you can really build a family with, because maybe the person you were dealing with was not ultimately seeking a long-term relationship, or they were not ready for a family, they were not ready for kids, you know what I mean? So a lot of on and off, back and forth, you kept questioning this relationship, okay? And many of you maybe even gave a new chance to this person, gave another chance with the Fool. So let's clarify the Fool here in the recent past. The Fool is clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Fool again, and the Eight of Wands. You cannot for real. Be so specific in your reading. The Eight of Wands here is twice. First of all, those are the doubles in your reading. Like I said, you might have rushed in to make a decision. The Fool is here. You gave this person a second chance. And I think that after maybe multiple chances, but I feel like that, you tried it again. And this time it really, really made you feel with the energy of the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is someone that felt very much betrayed, felt very much, disappointed, okay, stabbed in the back, and just being in this place of a lot of pain and a lot of agony, and something just unexpectedly happened, okay? And you also kind of realized, like, I think that's one of your biggest lessons in the recent past, that you should not rush into relationships, that you should not rush into connections. You got to take your time. Now, let's clarify the Eight of Wands for you. The Eight of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Justice again, and the Star. So I see here you really realizing there was a lot of trust issues, Libra. I mean, look at you. You literally showed up in your reading again. A lot of trust issues when it came to this person, and, okay, I'm gonna say something, it's not gonna resonate with everyone. There is something about this person's phone, like their phone, text messages, whatever, someone putting their phone upside down, made you question a lot of things. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's just what I'm getting. Okay, and this had to do a lot with the very fact that you started having trust issues with this person. You had hoped that things were gonna work out, that things were gonna be fair, but there was a lot of uncertainty. The Seven of Swords here, this is an energy of someone just being very sneaky. Okay, and we're not here to label anyone or to point our fingers to anyone else. I'm just saying here, trust issues. Now, in the present moment, Libra, there is something here that you're wanting to be aware of, because this situation here has been really affecting your sense of stability. The Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Magician, the Five of Cups, and the Emperor. So a lot of you, and then Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You might be setting an intention, and you might be wanting to manifest something here for you. I do strongly feel like here that a lot of you are really realizing there is this emotional loss, there is this sense of loss and sadness with the Five of Cups that you experience. There is a lot of emotions of disappointment that are still, relevant and present in your day-to-day life. I think that you've been doing a lot of healing within your heart, but when you think of the situation from the past and how things unfolded between you and this person, it makes you feel very disappointed. It makes you feel the pain that you experienced in the recent past. That's why in the present moment, your challenge here with the Justice is you being very decisive on who you want to open up to and what kind of relationships you want to entertain. Now, you seem to be going back and forth when it comes to this person with the Two of Pentacles. It's like almost you're asking yourself, do I really want to be with this person? Do I not? What do I do with this situation, right? So let's talk about the Five of Swords for you. The Five of Swords here is clarified by the Tower, Major Transformation, Scorpio energy, Six of Swords, and the Four of Swords. You're basically at the precipice of wanting to leave a situation, okay? And I think that, people may say, oh no, that's not what I want to hear. Well, I'm not here to tell people what they want to hear. I'm here to tell people what they need to hear. Okay, we keep it very real here. Ain't nobody gonna sugarcoat here. So a lot of you are, whether you're disconnecting temporarily or whether you are walking away completely, but there has been many conflicts, multiple arguments. Maybe this person's family members also were involved into this situation. There is a lot of, it's basically a mixed, it's a mishap. There's a lot going on. Okay, other influences. And so you're making a decision here to really, maybe also just separate yourself and just be on your own. You want to heal. There is a healing process that you are wanting to complete, especially when the sun is in your sign, Libra, so it's like you're in the center right now and you're someone that you want to be fair, okay? You don't want to rush into things. You don't want to go back to someone right away. There is a major epiphany and a realization that you're having in the present moment, something about your childhood or someone's childhood also, okay? Something about mother, forgiveness. This is not going to resonate with everyone, but your major goal here is also becoming finances, career, mega home, mega house with the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is the richest person in tarot. And the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Three of Wands. So In the present moment, I do strongly feel like here that when it comes to your own stability, you want to make sure that even if you were to get into a relationship with the Two of Cups in the middle, that relationship needs to be built on trust. The foundations of it needs to be trust, reciprocation, and honesty, okay? Because you're not gonna just, wait for someone to constantly show up properly. They need to be properly. They need to be committed, okay? That's something that you're really wanting to create for yourself. So Queen of Pentacles here, stability. And I think that it's in the midst of this sense of stability, sense of purpose that you are recreating for yourself is when there is an opportunity here for a relationship. But I do see here you really taking your time and not wanting to rush into it. Now, is there going to be an offer? Sure. And we're going to see how is this offer going to, come into your life and what is it that you need to know. So the Ace of Wands here in the near future is clarified by the Death card, Four of Wands, and the Lovers. In order for you to be with this person, and this is a very specific message, like I said, it's not going to resonate with everyone. You have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. Family, mega home, mega house, children, pets, whatever your situation here is, but whatever you want to create. This is about you being very decisive on what is it that needs to change. If you ever were to go back to this person, this is for some of you, you have the free will. This person with the Death card here needs to let go of someone from their past or certain behavioral pattern, or something here needs to change at a very deep level, okay? No more just being in this place of uncertainty, going back and forth, I don't know, hot and cold. Someone's got to make their mind up. So I'm saying some sassy shit out there. So this is the reason why when this offer comes towards you, you're not going to just jump into it. The offer comes into the forms of Four of Wands, the Lovers. That's about relationship, soul connection, which can ultimately lead to marriage here, okay? Commitment and family. Now, King of Cups, what you truly want out of this relationship, and number one thing that you truly desire when it comes to this very specific person that you dealt with, is emotional stability, emotional intelligence, and availability. Someone that's able to really provide you the emotional support that you need. Now, the King of Cups is clarified by the High Priestess, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords at the bottom, and the Ace of Swords. So is there a possibility for you and this person to be together and have a brand new beginning, right? That thick Ace of Wands, can that actually take away the pain? It can. But I do strongly feel like here that there has to be a very clear intention, okay, on both ends. Because it's not just about getting carnal, getting laid, and just fulfilling those physical needs. There is a lot of emotional needs that need to be fulfilled as well, and that is why you gotta trust your intuition, okay? There is also something about finances. I don't know if you were someone that you constantly invested financially into this relationship. You were the breadwinner, you were the one who was constantly buying things or whatsoever. That's something you might need to take into consideration of setting some boundaries, okay? So let's clarify the Six of Pentacles for you in the near future. The Six of Pentacles for you in the near future, dear Libra, is clarified by, that's the Six of Pentacles, clarified by the Six of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands, and the Hierophant. When it comes to marriage, commitment, relationship, this is about marriage, institution, and number one thing that's got to happen is someone being very stable. Whoever you are dealing with, they need to get their shit together. They need to work. They need to get a job. Those are simple things. This is going to sound very simple. I know this is a love tarot reading, but I'm not someone that's going to just shuffle cards and give you 10 pounds of sugar coat, and just bullshit here. So I'm saying I keep it very real. You already know that. So this is about you being very decisive about this person. Are they stable? Do they have a job? Are they really someone that's going to make you feel recognized, that's going to make you feel seen and appreciated with the Six of Wands energy? Because ultimately, I think that, you're moving forward regardless. You're being very decisive here. But when it comes to this person, what you truly want, okay, when the offer comes in, when there is movement happening from this person towards you, you want to make sure that there is equal give and take exchange energy. There is reciprocation happening between you and them, okay? Because when it comes to marriage, you're very serious about it. When it comes to commitment, you don't want to rush into it, okay? And you got to make sure that with the Temperance, Sagittarius energy energy right there, that, you know, you and this person are able to, even though there might be some differences between you and them, to bring those differences together, just like she is pouring water from one jug to another and harmonizing and creating this, you know, peaceful connection with each other. But that's only going to be based on the stability that this person is bringing, also the changes that they're going to be wanting to make in their life, because you already have gone through a lot, Libra, and you're not someone that's just going to constantly find yourself repeating the same mistake over and over again. So let's get the advice. What is the advice for my Libras? I actually love this reading for you. The World, the Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. So the advice here for you, Libra, is if you know that some sort of a cycle has to close with the World card, if something is coming to an end, if you gotta let go of someone or a version of someone until they come correct, you gotta do that. Make sure that with the Knight of Cups heading towards the Ten of Swords, you're not re-entering back into the same position, into the same relationship, into the same place where you're gonna end up this Ten of Swords energy right here, right? Feeling betrayed, feeling sad, being in this place of uncertainty and, you know, where there is abandonment happening, okay? Someone here needs to clear their karmic debt. They have to change, they gotta change, okay? This is the reason why you are becoming very careful, again, in the present moment, right? This was clarifying your challenge with the Knight of Cups and Ace of Cups. Who do you want to offer your love to, and who do you really want to invest yourself into? So let's get one final card for you to conclude your reading here with just one word. What is it that you need to know? And you have number 0. Okay, and it says new beginnings. Wow, and standing on top of the world. Right in your birthday season, right? When the sun is in your sign, right? This is a very strong message here. And you know, I studied tarot. I didn't just wake up and start shuffling the cards. When you look at this lady, this persona standing in the World card, which is the last card in Major Arcana, she looks like she's standing in 0, right? Number 0. And that's a wreath of completion of success. Now that 0 is also assembling to the number 10 right over here. And also it's associated with the Fool card here, right? The Fool. 0 again. So it's about transformation and allowing these new beginnings to take place in your life accordingly. The reason why is because you're becoming very fair, very decisive on what type of dynamics you want to entertain in your life. Family, friends, relationships, co-workers, and things like that, especially when it comes to this person. So you are at the beginning of your new beginnings, okay? There is a chapter that's opening up for you, and this is about you becoming very decisive and firm and confident on which direction you want to move forward to. So dear Libra, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate you. I love you so much. Happiest birthday to you, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.